Hello. What's going on, guys? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome in. I'm waiting on some folks to join before we get started, of course. Oh, there we go. Had to shift some stuff around earlier. There we go. Perfect. Even better. Hey, Cody, what's going on? Say hi. What is going on? Waiting on a few more people to get in before I start. It's been an awesome day. It was very humid here in Houston. However, it was still a fantastic day. Hi, what's going on? All right, there's again enough people. So, hi. If you're new here, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen. I know I look a little crazy right now, but I already have on my outfit and my body and all of that. So what I'm going to be doing tonight is doing a makeup tutorial, showing from start to finish of another look. So I am recently relocated to Houston, Texas. I've been doing drag for 13 years. So I am passionate about not only cosmetics, but teaching individuals of knowing why I place what where. So the whole thing is making you the expert when you leave. But the great thing is I know when it comes to tutorials, we tend to move quite quickly. So here's what I do. I end up going live on TikTok Live, and then I download it, and then I upload it onto YouTube. So before you leave tonight, make sure that you go onto my TikTok bio, click the link to go to my YouTube and subscribe. So make sure that any kind of look that you're looking for, or even if you just scroll down, I already have quite a few on there for you to watch. They're quite lengthy, but the point is that I'm teaching you how to do it and why I'm doing it. Just so that you know, thank you. Yes, I'm excited to be in Houston. So one thing to know about the makeup tutorial is you need to know how to do it, right? That's the hardest part, is knowing how to duplicate. So what I do is when I do application, I go through step by step of what I'm using. However, I do not speak about the products that I'm using. I work for a brand, so I'm specific to that brand. As far as being able to speak about, because it's a conflict of interest. So I will never review a product or say if it's great, or talk about the name or anything like that. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, I'm excited to be in Houston. So here's the thing. Another disclaimer before we get started, girl. I'm a super upbeat, positive person. Nobody's worried about negativity, because guess what, girl? We're here to have fun. And if you don't like what you see on your For You page, then stop watching those things that you don't like and stop commenting on them, because what For You page is doing is creating an algorithm. So I am being presented to you from all the naughty that you're watching, because obviously you don't like it. I'm like, girl, hey, it's Humpty Dumpty. But guess what? This may fall, but it will never crack, baby. So when it comes down to it, just have a great time. We're gonna get started on this makeup. I'm actually doing more of a let's just say an evening time look, and by evening I mean like going to bed, girl. Like I want that I just got done shooting a movie and I'm going to put on some comfy clothes and watch TV. So what I'm going to do is my makeup is going to be very fabulous, but still comfortable when it comes to a look. So just make sure you tune in. If you have questions, make sure that you ask them, honey. I'm not scared of you. You shouldn't be scared of me. Thank you. I laugh a lot in here, honey. So when I'm telling you, I'm a super upbeat and positive person. Don't worry about negativity, because guess what? The longer they stay in here and the more they comment, the more it helps me, girl. I'm plus size, as you can tell. I have the MySpace thinness, meaning from here up, I'm thin, and from here down, I'm plus size. You remember that MySpace angle was like this, and you look really skinny? I mean, girl, I literally was like, go stand on that Eiffel Tower over there and take a picture of me down here so that I look really snatched and skinny, okay? Thank you. If you are new, plus does mean fat. Absolutely. Leonard, absolutely, girl. But thank you for your support because I appreciate you being in here. So Leonard, you stay in here and you enjoy yourself. If I need to eat something to keep you entertained, I will do so, girl. Or man, or he, whoever. If I say girl, it's a term of endearment. It's something that we say in the LGBTQ plus community. Doesn't mean that I'm gendering you. It's just girl as in like, yes, girl. So here's the thing. We're going to get this mug going. If you have questions, ask. In case you are new in here and have never done a TikTok live, when you press the screen and you click the screen, not scroll, but click the screen, all it's going to do is keep giving me likes, okay? So the more likes, the better. So I try and get about 100,000 likes or more every single time I go live. Yes, honey, I'm seeing it. Yes, look at you already taking direction. So with drag queens, we love tips. It's always appreciated. I use my tips to go back into my craft. Yes, so you got your roses. You already see it on here. Absolutely. Yes, I love it. Thank you, Space. Thank you, Sassy. Thank you. Thank you for stopping by and telling me that Jesus loves me so much. We appreciate your support. We know Jesus loves us because he made sure that we were brought to you tonight so that you can enjoy the fabulous festivities called drag queen. So doing drag in a drag queen world is for us to show you how amazing and stunning we can be. We shape, shift, and mold these faces into different territories, and so that way Jesus can recognize us at the pearly gates. So going forward, it's all about being snatched, baby. He does. He loves you. And here's the thing. We were put on this earth with a talent, right? Mine happens to be that I can speak to individuals. I like to teach. And then, of course, I seem to be okay at makeup. So why not put it all together, speak to you, teach you how to do makeup. Done. Thank you, Priscilla. Oh, Priscilla's already in here, honey. She's ready. She's throwing the flames, baby. Throwing the flames. Thank you, Luke. Thank you. Oh, my gosh. You're amazing. Yours is making coffee. Girl, I need some coffee, honey. As you can tell, I'm very calm. Thank you, Biker Chick. Thank you. My favorite things that pop up on here, there's like animated, like the butterflies. Thank you, Luke. The glasses, like all that other stuff. I get so excited every time I see it. I get so pumped up. I'm like, yes! I don't know what it is. I'm like a ferret in a jewelry store. So like when it comes to me doing, yes! Thank you for the sunglasses. Thank you. Oh, no one's mocking the Lord and the Jesus, hon. I'm mocking you for the way that you treat people after you praise the Lord and Jesus. So I'm telling you, have a great time. Enjoy yourself. This is like a roller coaster. You can't choose when to get off of it. You just have to enjoy the ride, hon, and hope you don't throw up. No one's worried, girl. No one's pressed. Thank you, Luke. I'm so chill. When I tell you, I just have fun. My pronouns are he, him is what I live by every single day. But I am a drag queen, so I dress up as a woman. I mean, so if they can say he, she, they, them, her, it, you can call me whatever, as long as you don't call me collect, girl, because I am not paying that bill. So I always put contacts in. I do not wear, I do not use my natural eye color for drag. Let's get these in. Come on, punk. Come on, punk. My contacts are being mean to me tonight. Seriously? You're acting like that? Really? Come on, contacts. There we go. Now she's here. I thought I was about to go find Dora the Explorer to find out where the hell my contact thinks she is, girl. So I always wear color contacts. My eyes are hazel. They change colors. But when I put any kind of darker shade, like a black or a brown or anything like that, I end up having my eye color turn really dark gray. So me personally, I love the contrast of wearing color contacts with my makeup. So I always wear either an ice blue, or I actually have a pair that is yellow mixed with green. They are really, really bright. If you want to know what they look like, on my TikTok and on my YouTube, I actually have them in from last night. So, come on. There we go. Get where you're supposed to be, girl. Come on. Get to class. Get to class. Time to learn. Get to class. This contact acting like she don't know where she's at tonight. Both of these contacts are acting a damn fool. I don't know why they think they're going to be cute tonight. I'm like, what is this? Thank you guys. We're already at 23,000 likes. You are amazing, guys. You are just showing out. You are showing out. Yes, biker chick with the flames. I finally got a new towel. This one's clean. That other one had it. I was like, God, I've been using that same towel for like, I don't know how long. Thank you, Riley. There we go. Okay. So, now then, my look tonight is going to be very, I just got done shooting a movie, and now I'm going to go relax and watch some TV. But really what's going to be happening is I am going to be, thank you, thank you, Kiki. Right? I'm over here struggling. So I'm going to be, when I get done with this tonight, I'm going to get on Twitch because it'll be my second night playing Dead by Daylight. I wanted to start playing and streaming video games. I'm not really great at them. I'm not going to lie. I'm still learning. But who cares? It's about having fun. And I hate scary games. They freak me out. However, I play them. But it stresses me out so much. Last night, I literally was like screaming because the killer was like running at me. And I was like, ah! Squid Games, yes. So my contacts I purchased, you can Google Crazy Eye Contacts is the brand. Or you can go and Google, I know this sounds mysterious, but you can actually Google costumes, etc. ETC. Costumes, etc. Or wait, ECT, sorry, I'm struggling over here. Costumes, etc. And what you can do is call them and let them know that you saw Justice Taylor live on TikTok and you wanted to order some contacts. So what you can do, you love Dead by Daylight? I just started. Oh my gosh, follow me on there, okay? It's Justice Tiana Taylor is the name. So Tiana's Tyana. So Justice Tiana Taylor is my name on there. But yes, you try contacts. Oh, hey, Wendy. Thank you. Gabriella, thank you so much. Thank you, Sarah. Is it Ocean? O-C-H-N. That's cute. So the blue that I have in right now, they call them Shiva. Or they call them ice blue. But when you call them, just tell them what is the brightest blue that you sell that's almost close to white. And just say Justice Taylor used to buy them all the time from you guys. You can call them. They will take care of you. Jay Lish is Jaylich is an entertainer that actually works there. So Jay Lish is a great friend of mine. She is so quick to get me what I need. So when I want contacts, she can get them rush ordered. She can get them ordered and then ship them to me. So it doesn't matter where you live. They can ship just about anywhere. But if you just call and say, I want to order the contacts that Justice Taylor wears, it's either the yellow ones, or the ice blue, or Shiva as they call them. So they will get you taken care of. I don't make anything off of it. So like mentioning me is not going to get a discount or give me kickback or anything like that. Thank you, Rhino. So Luke, I am originally from Gadsden, Alabama. I lived in Birmingham, Alabama for 9 years. Then I relocated to Atlanta, Georgia, where I lived there for 9 years. Then I relocated to the Gulf Coast. I was there for 3 years. So that's Louisiana, Mississippi, and some of Florida. And then I moved a month and a half ago to Houston, Texas, which is where I'm at now. That's the whole world, girl. Sorry, my sinuses are killing me. I'm like, all right. So what we're going to be doing tonight is I'm actually not going to be gluing my eyebrows down. Actually, I think I am going to glue my brows down. I'm going to glue them down because I really want them to, I want to lift them up even more. Okay, how about this? I'm going to let you, oh, you're from Gadsden, Alabama? Work! I grew up in Southside, Alabama. If you're from Gadsden, Alabama, people know that, but Southside. I'm going to let you guys choose. Do you want me to glue my brows down and draw them higher tonight, or do you want me to keep my natural brow? It's up to you. I can do either. I'm going to let you choose, so that way I I can teach you how to do what you want to learn. High, okay. Natural, okay, natural brow. Natural, okay. High, glue. No isn't an answer. High, natural. All right, so higher. Okay, yeah, y'all are all bombarding me with higher now. How about this? I'll do a mix, okay? So I will do my brow, but I'm not going to draw them a lot higher. I will draw them higher, but I'm not going to go crazy high with them. Let me get my glue stick. Here it is. All right, so what I did is I took an alcohol swab, which you can buy them at Walmart for about $1 for a huge pack of them. I think there's more than 100 in this thing. Yeah, 200 swabs in here. Oh, actually, it's 400 swabs in there for, I think it was $1.98. So when you put on your skincare, which I do before I do any type of makeup, I will take a cotton swab, an alcohol swab, and clean up. Thank you, Riley. Thank you. Every time somebody sends me the fingers with that heart holding it, it looks like shrimp. I'm not going to lie. My girl. Hattiesburg, Mississippi. I did the drag drive-in tour performance at that train station place. All right, so let me get my brows going and we can chit-chat while it's drying. I was going to say gluing and drying at the same time. So when you're going on here, aw, thank you. Caitlin, you're amazing. I appreciate your positivity. I laugh a lot, I'm telling you. Okay, so I did the alcohol swab, so that way I'm taking off any excess oil underneath the brow. Yes, Rhino Life, thank you. That is one of my favorite. I love the animated stuff. I'm so, like, all over the place with it. So, now I got water. Thank you, though. Actually, can I have a seltzer?
Sure, straw.
Please. Thank you. Sorry, my partner's coming here checking on me. Thank you, Gabriella. Thank you. All right, so now when you're getting the excess oil off, you let it dry on its own, then you take a glue stick. The one that is my favorite, and I've used the purple glue stick, it doesn't work well for me. So an entertainer named TP Lords that is in Miami. Thank you, Luke. Uh-oh, it's a phone. What does it do? I haven't seen this one. I'm nervous about it. Send a phone. An iPhone shows at my door. Yes, we love supportive partners. Absolutely. Yeah, he's amazing. He's always part of everything that I do, and he's super supportive and makes sure that I am happy with what I'm doing, as well as I would do with him. So yeah, you're not sure what it does. I don't know either. It'll pop up here in a minute. So now I have the glue stick. So TP Lords uses this, and I've been obsessed with it since I've gotten it. It is the Extra Strength Craft Bond from Elmer's Glue, okay? So this looks like it's permanent, but it's not. So you go against the hair, okay? Get it pretty aggressively, and then start going to put the hair down to make it flat. So whenever you're putting your brows flat, the whole point of this is called blocking the brow. So you block your brow to make it to where you don't, one, have texture when I glue it down and put the foundation on top, but it also is going to keep it smooth. Yes, come on, sing and rock and roll. Thank you, Rhino Life. Okay, so we got this on here. You're going to add 3 layers. You can add more if you want, but just so you know, the more layers you put on, the longer it takes to dry, but you got to be really careful because you don't want to put too much on. Because then it kind of defeats the purpose, because if you put it on and then it's not dry all the way, what you'll end up doing is you're going to end up creating texture on your eyebrow area, and then you're like, well, then what was the point of covering my brow? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be blocking my brow. Turn this the other way, girl. There we go. Ew. Thank you, Piper. Honey, I'm very upbeat and positive. I don't even look at anything. It's for some reason... You know, I say this all the time, but when I look up here, I hardly ever see the negative comments. So people think I'm just like not like, you know, they're like, oh, she's just very taking the high road. If I see them, it just depends. Most of the time, I don't get bothered by it anyway. However, for some reason, I feel like I'm supposed to see your positive comment. You know what I mean? Like it's supposed to be there. Hello, Brazil. What is going on? So you can call me she, you can call me he, you can call me they, you can call me it. Just don't call me collect. I'm not paying the bill. So, So the good thing about when you're doing your eyebrows, it gives you a minute. Yes, that's one of my favorites. I love that. Thank you, Velvet. Ah, that is awesome. Love it, love it, love it. The contacts are so bright, I'm telling you. It's one of those things that it's very piercing. And it's like a statement, girl. But the thing is I want it to be very bright. Like I said, my eye colors is beautiful on its own. But for some reason, like I used to do that where I would do my natural my natural eyes. But I just, for some reason, the first time I put contacts in, I was like, oh, no, ma'am, she's not going back. She is never going back. And it's so funny because I think it was like a year ago, I ended up taking, like, I didn't put my contacts in, and I was like, I'm not wearing contacts tonight. I'm not going to wear contacts tonight. And I got done painting, and you know what I did? I got all the way to the bar to perform and immediately put my contacts in because I was like, I cannot. I feel naked. Like, I feel weird. Like, this is just strange that I don't even have this on here. If you're new to joining me, guys, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen. I'm a male. I live as a male. But you can call me whatever you want as far as the pronoun goes. I don't care. I don't have a preference because it is what it is. However, when it comes down to makeup, that's what we're doing right now. So I do makeup from start to finish. For you to learn how to do application, I will not talk about what product I'm using. I will just say a concealer or a shadow or this color or this shade, whatever it may be. But as a reminder, clicking the screen is going to get me likes, and I usually do about 100,000 or more every single time. It's a success not only for me, but also for you, because it shows TikTok the people that are involved, and it gets your page even more, or your profile on your page, even more attention from TikTok. So it's a way for both of us to win. Tips are always appreciated. I love you for doing it. Thank you so much for the tips. When I tell you I use my tips for more drag. So one set is already dry. We're going to take another layer of the stick. You're going to go with the hair this time. Do not go against the grain. This is going to create the smoothness of the texture. Now, you do have some people that have a lot thicker eyebrows than myself, so what you'll see them do is they'll take it and they'll run in circles to get it going back. Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the hearts kissing me. That was so awesome. Thank you. Thank you, Lucy. Hang on, I want to see who sent that. The hearts. Where is it? Where is she? Why can't I see it? I want to be able to. Thank you. Oh, damn. Well, you know. Thank you, biker chick. So I saw somebody put Dragula ? So Dragula is an amazing, amazing, amazing show. They have it on Netflix at the moment. So I will tell you, if you haven't seen it, go and watch it. It is very different drag. Drag is very different. Hey, Lisa. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So Dragula is fantastic. So Dragula is like RuPaul's Drag Race. Aw, thank you, honey. Oh, Honest. Sorry, Honest. Sorry, I'm over here calling you honey. Honest Freckles? Girl, I got a lot of freckles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw. So Dragula's fantastic. If you haven't watched it, go on there and watch now. Aw, dang, it's kissing me so much. It's giving me even more freckles. Aw, thank you. Aw, thank you, Diana, for the roses. Yes, Dragula is awesome. Thank you, Kirby. Y'all, Kirby, you were like throwing all the stunner shades. Yes! Artiste, I love these. Those were my favorite, just so you know. Thank you, Paula. Thank you, Luke. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you, Nakia. I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. Thank you, Luke. Luke, I think you're just like, what does this one do? Let me send this one. Hey, I'm here for it. I ain't mad. Oh. Okay, that's cute. I'm not mad at that. Aw, thank you, Nakia. Let me know if I said your name correctly. Thank you, Lavish. I appreciate you so much. Aw, so sweet. That was so sweet. New Alabama in the building. Woo woo! Yes, Alabama. So here's the thing. So if you've watched Dragula, Eva Destruction and I are really good friends. Thank you, Honest Freckles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I have been friends with Eva Destruction for a very long time. We both lived in Atlanta at the same time. He recently relocated to Texas, or not recently. Thank you, Kirby. He relocated to Texas about 4 years ago, something like that. I can't remember. It's been a while. And he's been performing all the time. Dragula is like RuPaul's Drag Race, but very dark, okay, in a good way. So it's very couture, very grunge, very trash. It's fantastic. So drag is many different forms. Do not ever let anybody tell you what drag should be, okay? That means if you are a biological woman and you want to be a drag queen, do it. If you are a male that wants to be a drag queen, do it, okay? If you are a drag king that wants to do drag, do it. Nobody cares, girl. Nobody cares. And if they care, girl, they're in the wrong place. So I just use a translucent powder on my eyebrows to set it, for one, but two, it makes sure that there's any extra moisture that it dries it all up, okay? Thank you. I see some of you are asking about my throne. I'm super excited because I just got it. I think it was like 2 weeks ago now. So the throne, I got at a place here in Houston, Texas called Tabs Furniture. Tabs Furniture is fantastic. You would never even think anything about it. You go in. I told her I wanted a discount on it. Because why not? I'm going to talk about it all the time. And I said, I'm giving you publicity. And I said, but here's the thing. I'm going to twerk until you give me what I want. So if you don't give me a discount, I'm going to keep twerking in here, girl. I'm telling you. She laughed so hard. She was awesome. So she was super helpful. And the really cool thing is they delivered it in the same day and ended up for only $50. I was like, that is so cheap. That is so cheap. Hang on one second. I want to see something really quickly. All right, let's do this right quick. 1 second. I want to see somebody really quickly. Then we're going to keep it moving, girl. I should here. Dang it. I really need to add a moderator in here because it'd be so much quicker to get the riffraff out. Let's see. All right. There we go. So I'm really chill, just so you know, about a lot of things. But if I look up and I see you asking about like cancer or things like that, you know, being disrespectful, that's going to be triggering to other people, I will definitely report you. I'm not going to block you. I want to report you. So the reason why I do that is because it makes it to where you don't have a TikTok anymore. You get banned. So it is what it is, girl. So I did one last coat of glue. Now I'm drying it. And then I will put powder on it, and then we'll get moving. I'm like, honey. Hang on, let's do this. Let's see. There you go, Alex Collection. Now, Alex Collection, I appreciate you. Let's see. Was there one more person that wanted to be a moderator as well? That's actually going to stay on top of it and be fantastic. Let's do it, girl. I'm trusting you. Take care of it, girl. All right. Yes, ma'am. All right, so you're going to powder your eyebrows one more time. Make sure you're pressing it onto the brow because you want to make sure no moisture is left. Because what ends up happening is if you leave a lot of moisture onto your brow, is that when you are going to put your, thank you. Whenever you're putting it on, what'll end up happening is you'll end up having too much, causing the brow to get wet. So when you're putting it on, it'll end up coming up. So your glue will get sticky and tacky again. So then you'll be like, oh my gosh, now I'm stuck with my eyes not doing what I want it to do. So it's just an easier way to maintain it. Put this here. Put this here. Okay. Let's get this face on. So I work pretty quickly. As a reminder, I cannot talk about products. I will just talk about what it is I'm using, okay? Or what I'm doing with it. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Moderators, just as a heads up, if it's them asking a question that may look a little derogatory, let's wait. And then if I see something like crazy, then I'll say, hey guys, can you block so-and-so? Because we don't want to block people if they weren't really like meaning it in a bad way. But if they are being shady little monsters, block them, girl. I do not care. Or mute them, and then that way they have to watch the entire live and not be able to say anything. It's a whole grown man. Well, thank you for noticing. I appreciate it. Not everything is negative, so if they say stuff like that, I really don't care. Let them be in here, girl. So this is my foundation. I'm going to go really quick with putting it on. When you put foundations on, okay, the rule of thumb is the tighter the bristles on the brush, the more coverage you're going to get. Sponges are okay as well. When you're putting them on, just know that you're going to see me use a sponge in just a minute to blend everything out. But it's not necessary to use a sponge to put on everything to get the fullest coverage. It takes a really long time to do. And then if you're not fast with it or you're like super OCD, you're going to be over it. Okay. So we got on here. You know how I'm doing something right? There are a lot of haters tonight. And that means that I'm on a lot of FYPs this evening. On a lot of FYP. Makes it even better, girl. That means I'm doing something right. That algorithm is getting me right on to you kids. Right on to all of you. And I love every minute of it. So I'm now using a blender. I mean a sponge. I don't use a specific brand. I just got this at the hair store. So when you're using this is going to even out everything on my skin. And then if I need a little extra coverage, I will take a tiny little amount and put it there. But you're going to see why I don't worry about putting a ton of coverage. Oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Naya. Or is it Naya? Or is it none of that? Spell it out on here, girl. Oh, thank you for the roses. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So what you're going to notice is that I am just going to go pretty quickly on this part. And then take the excess here. Make sure you cover your ears. Okay. I am going to take this one little spot right here. There we go. My eye was getting me together, girl. All right. So now you're going to take your concealer. So I use a cream concealer. Okay. I cannot stand when my lips look crazy on the camera. There we go. All right. So take a cream concealer. And then, so I can't share product names because I work for a brand, a cosmetic brand. And I am somewhat high up in the ranks with them, and it is a conflict of interest because I am working for a beauty brand. Let's put it that way. And it'll probably come out later on in the live what brand I'm working for, and I've worked for them for many, many years. So it's a conflict of interest, so I just don't talk about other brands. So this is a concealer that I'm using, so I'm putting it on. It's a liquid concealer. So you put it on, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to move on to my nose highlight and my forehead highlight. So I'm going to put that on with a sponge. The reason why I'm letting this just sit here the way that it is, unblended, is because the warmth of your skin is going to make it where you get more coverage. So letting it sit there while I go on and move on to other things on the face will make it warm up to the skin, and then that way I don't have to fight to get the coverage that I want out of it. Thank you, Jingles. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, Biker Chick. Oh my gosh, last night they were sitting this like heart thing that kept like appearing out of nowhere, and I was like, oh my gosh. It was so cool. I was like, I love this. This is the tea, girl. Like I said, I am a sucker for the animated stuff. Thank you, Tamara. All right, where is my sponge? Yes, that was it. Thank you, Dora. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are showing out. Wardrobe Phoenix? That's cool. Aw, thank you. Oh, thank you, Rhino. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Tamara's like, yes. So now I'm taking a sponge. There's nothing on it. I just use the same one over and over again. This is how I clean up my nose contour. Because I want my nose to look pinched, girl. Pinched. I want to look like I'm about to sneeze. Okay. It doesn't have to be completely perfect because I'm going to go back in with shadows and all that kind of stuff to give it even more definition. Oh, how quick I work. This is actually going pretty slow. I'm like, because I'm used to not like really talking when I do my makeup for shows. So it's quick. Okay, and then right here, widening the forehead ever so slightly is going to make it look even more feminine. Because you know that's really what I'm wondering about, is being feminine. All right, so now that I have this on, I'm going to take my sponge that is not wet again, and I'm going to go underneath here. So I have one for my foundation shade and one for my concealer shade. So remember, we let the concealer just sit here while we were doing everything else. Make a Nike check mark, and you see that coverage immediately? It's quick. Like, done. Thank you, Tamara. It is so quick, and I tell them, it's like work smarter, not harder. Stop being impatient with your products. Find other things to do while you're letting it warm up, and then go to it. You can do that with your foundation as well, but for me, my foundation is extremely full coverage, as you can tell. So I don't have to wait on that part of it. I just keep moving it right along. But back in the day when I had a foundation that was like, meh, I would literally just like put it on there and then go and do like my eyebrows or something like that. And then I would end up doing, coming back and like working on it. But now I'm like, girl, I ain't got time for all that. So I'm using a foundation that is about four shades deeper than what I normally wear as far as foundation. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take it and put it on as a contour. I say that, but where's my brush? Ooh, here we go. All right, so I just got a brush, this poor brush. I actually use a blush brush that is meant for powder to apply. So I go from the earlobe to here. So the corner of the eye, earlobe, corner of the eye, earlobe, chin, earlobe, chin. Doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna clean it up, okay? That gives me even more definition and shading to make this chin look snatched. Now I'm gonna take the excess and I'm gonna press out here because the piece that I'm gonna be wearing on my head, you're not really gonna see a lot of the color and the shading up here. Bring it all the way down because that's where your hairline stops. I will not need that brush again, hopefully. So now I'm gonna take a sponge. So this is the same sponge that I use for my foundation. It's on this side. The flat part is where I'm gonna be using to blend my cheek. So I take a towel because I wanna make sure I'm taking product off as I'm blending. So do most of your blending on your creams because it's harder to blend powder. So when you're on your creams, get all the detail that you want, let it do its thing, and then you do less work. The more time you take to tap on your face when you're doing your makeup, the less time it's gonna take for you to tap on it when you're editing it. I'm just saying. So now I'm pressing So this is stippling. So stippling is the pressing motion. Okay. Take some off. Do not connect the corner of your mouth. You do not want to look like a puppet, girl. You do not want to look like a puppet. So now, go underneath. Okay. See the difference already? So the point of myself, the look that I want to go for is I like my cheek to be a bit lower into the socket, because if you go up really high on the cheekbone here, it ends up shrinking the space of the face. So I want it to look super full and juicy here. So you'll see that I like go back and forth into blending and all that kind of stuff. As a reminder, guys, the more times you tap that screen, the better it's going to get both of us to look for TikTok to get us in their algorithm of activity on this app, girl. Yes, honey. All right, so I'm blending this in. Do not go too far down. Obviously, I'm bald. So for me, I can create a new hairline if I want it to go further back or if I wanted to go further forward, whatever it may be. But for you, if you have hair, just put it in the hairline and then bring it down ever so slightly. So the thing is to know what kind of face you're wanting to go for. So when you're looking at mine, I want to have more of a feminine face. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So when you're looking at the face, I want my face to be more feminine, okay? That's the look I'm going for drag. So the smaller you make the forehead, the more it's going to look masculine, okay? Because it makes the brow look heavy. So you want to open up the forehead, but still have the hairline, okay? So now here's a trick. When now you see all of this looks like a hot mess, okay? Take your foundation shade here. I didn't put any more product on it. Go from the corner of your mouth and press to the corner of the earlobe. Do not connect it though. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you for the cookies. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay. See the difference versus here? All right. Thank you, guys. Tamara, 73 cookies. Rhino Life. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So the right contour shade, it just depends, honestly. So what I usually say is go about 4 shades deeper than your natural skin tone. Because here's the thing, you can always neutralize it even more. The part that you have to make sure is that you use a undertone of foundation that is actually going to work for you, and that your concealer shade is the similar undertone. So meaning, are you golden? Do you have more rosy undertones? Are you more olive? And for drag, it's easy because we can kind of paint the shade we want to be. But like if you watched on, if you watched RuPaul's Drag Race when Coco was on there, so her foundation was the correct shade, but her powder was orange. So that's why she kept being called out about, girl, why do you look so orange? Looking like a hot Cheeto, okay? So it wasn't her foundation, it was actually her powder. So when it comes to that, you want your foundation to work for you. So for me, I don't have to bring my foundation down my neck. I bring it to here and that's it. I don't have to bring it all the way down. There's a lot of entertainers that'll paint their chest. They have to paint all the way down. I don't have to do that because I got the shade of foundation that works for me. So with that being said, less work to do. All right, so now we have this part blended. If you feel like you want even more cut to it, cut it again. Okay, and then I'm blending from my contour shade over. See? The whole point of doing this is to make sure that it melts into the next shade. All right, so now we've got the foundation shade. You're gonna take it on the edge of your contour underneath your eye to blend that out. No harsh lines, girls, no harsh lines. Same for here. Okay, now same thing on the forehead. Thank you, Rhino Life. Thank you for the cookies. Thank you, thank you, thank you, everybody, for all the likes. Thank you. We are at 72.5 thousand likes. 72,500 likes already. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are rocking it out already. Y'all may set a record for me. Honey, what can we hit? How high is high on these likes, girl? And y'all are showing out on the diamonds tonight, girl. All right. So now that we have this on here, make sure that my forehead doesn't look weird while I'm over here blending it. All right. So I'm going to use my contour shade to do my eyebrows, okay? So you don't have to stress about using a pencil. Use what you have. There's no point in buying extra things if you don't need them. I'm a freak about my highlight looking correct, exactly how I want it to. So I'm going back and forth with my highlight shade that's the residue, and also, there we go, just softening it up. All right, let's get these brows on, and then once we get the brows on, we will sculpt them even more. Like I said, I'm gonna do a happy medium. So everybody wanted me to do natural, and then others wanted me to do high. So I glued them down, obviously. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get me some more shape without going too crazy on the drag brow. Aw, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, here we go. Relax your brows. You always start here and here. And then your arch goes from the center of your nose to the center of your pupil, and then your edge of your nose to edge of your eye is the ending. You can always go back in and add more product. You can always erase. Don't get bogged down on the shape, because you can clean it up. You can clean it up. I brought it in just a little bit further because I like to blend my eyebrows. I like to ombre them. So, drag brow, done. All right, let's get the other one on. Let's see how it works, girl. Biker chick, thank you. It's all about practice, and I'm not perfect. I have some days that I do my brows better than others. And I'll tell you, it's one of those things that's all about just playing, but not getting bogged down. I mean, it's just makeup. It is just makeup. So you can always clean it up, you can reshape, you can take it all off, you can, whatever you gotta do. Get a little bit more arch over here. Here. And they're sisters, not twins, girls. Don't worry about getting it mixed up. Don't worry about the stress of it. It's fine. You can always go back in and adjust it later. If you sit here trying to make them perfect, perfect, perfect all the time, you're just gonna waste your time because it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? Dr. Evil. All right, so let me get my under eye shade. Not my under eye shade, but my eye primer. What did I do with it? I had it earlier. I know it's just sitting in front of my face, but I just don't see her. Ah, there it is. I told you, it does that. I'm literally looking at it, I'm like, oh my gosh. That's why I told y'all, don't even worry about people sitting in here being negative, girl. It's not even that big of a deal. Like, who cares? Who cares, girl? You just live your life and do what you do. No one cares about the negative people because it's just people. It doesn't matter. So stop worrying about folks, because guess what? Until people start paying your bills, it don't matter what they think of you. I always laugh because you remember those things that came out back in the day that was on the As Seen on TV ad that was like, do you want to know what so-and-so is saying about you? Buy this earbud and you can hear from across the room. And I'm like, why would you even need that? Who cares what they think? I'm like, nobody cares, girl. Nobody cares. I was like, I told somebody before, they were like, oh, so-and-so doesn't like you. And I'm like, okay, well, what was the point of you telling me that? And they're like, well, I figured you should know. And I'm like, but why? They're like, well, doesn't that bother you? And I'm like, no. Why would it bother me? And they're like, well, I mean, I just figured. And I'm like, girl, you were worried too much about that. Like, you worry about you. Do your thing. Because guess what? While you're worried about what I'm doing and what you don't like about me, I'm already passing by, girl. I look like, honey, I will be going past you as fast as Toys R Us left the store, girl. Honey, 1 second I'm there, next second I'm gone. That's why I'm like, girl, y'all are worried about the wrong thing. Wrong thing, girl. Because y'all know it was so sad that Toys R Us just bounced, girl. Get a little bit more arch here. And a little bit more arch here. Good enough. Good enough. Sorry that I'm not looking down at the moment, guys. I'm trying to make sure that my eyes are where I want it to be for tonight. And then I take my finger and I press to make sure that I have no harsh line in the middle of my eye here. Make sure that it's melting into the next shade. Because, like I said, it's easier to blend while it's wet. Now, this is a trick that a lot of people need to know. So, take your foundation shade, not your foundation shade, your highlight shade, that's the residue on your sponge. And then you are going to press at the front of, aw, thank you, Lindsay. I tell everybody this as soon as somebody sends me that for the first time on my lives. Butterflies are one of my favorite things because Sylvia said this, and it actually works. You remember Sylvia, the person with the very long nails back in the day? She said that whenever a butterfly flies across your screen, or across your screen, girl, please, flies across your windshield, that is a loved one that has passed, is with you at that time. So I have always been like that, and I'll tell you, it is so true. Even when my mom passed, one flew across my windshield as soon as I was telling one of her really good friends that she had passed. So it is one of those things that I love, love, love the butterflies, because that means that everybody that is a loved one passed is with you at that moment. Sorry, I'm trying to like multitask to get this on here because I've got one brow a bit further out than the other one. And then this one, it's not really gonna matter because I'm wearing a piece that's gonna cover it anyway. But yeah, so that's why I love it. So don't even stress about people, because guess what? Whenever you see a butterfly fly across your windshield or that lands on you, that means that somebody that is passed, that is a loved one of yours, is there with you at that moment. So just enjoy the moment. Every moment counts, girl. Yes! Thank you, Deborah. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Aw, yes, I love it. It makes you always think of her. I always think about my mom. I always think of my mom's best friend when she passed away. Her son moved in with us, and he ended up graduating high school while he was living with us. And I tell you, his mother was amazing, and she's the one that actually saw that from Sylvia. So when she passed away, a yellow butterfly used to fly across. Come on, Dancing Beaver. Come on, Tamara. Yeah, so I love it. So powder, here we go, guys. So when I'm putting the powder on, I'm going to press here, and then the excess I'm putting underneath my eye. The reason why I do this is because when you put a translucent powder on, even though it's clear, you still have to make sure that you're not putting it directly under the eye first, because it'll actually change the shade of your concealer shade. It will make it look darker than what it actually is. So then you would have done all that work for no reason. Okay. Now then, the excess, when you're pressing it underneath your eye, you're gonna stamp it in place because that's gonna help make sure that you don't get any movement on your product. Now, translucent powder, I'm putting all the way down. You're not gonna see me start baking and all that kind of jazz. You do not have to do all of those steps when you do makeup, okay? That is a myth. It is great for TV. It is great for camera to an extent. However, it is unnecessary. And when you add a ton of powder on, it actually creates texture on the skin. So you want to keep it to a minimum as much as possible. Make sure I've set everything. The reason why I'm setting mine now, my foundation does not dry until I put a translucent on top. Oh, thank you, Tamara. I love that. I love that, love that, love that. Whenever I put my foundation on, it will not dry unless I set it with something. However, if you go to specific brands, they don't need powders for them. So you can actually just put them on and be done. I'm taking a fluffy brush and just lightly dusting off everything because I don't want a ton of powder everywhere. Okay. You should not have to take a bronzer or a darker powder to darken your entire face to make it match. If you're having to do all that, it's just not your shade. Move on and find something different to use because you don't want to have to fight your makeup to look good, okay? And just remember, whenever you're doing your makeup, if you wear an SPF refracts off of a flash. So what you'll end up doing is you will look whiter in pictures or lighter in pictures. Most of the time it is whiter because it refracts, plus people put all that powder on their face. Powder also refracts. So you're gonna look washed out. So rule of thumb is you wanna usually keep cream with cream, powder with powder. This that I'm using right now, I have learned after using it for quite some time that I can use, thank you, Deborah. I can use this on top because I'm dusting the powder off. So what I'm doing right now is I'm going back and I'm defining the brow and the lid. I'm using this concealer shade, which is white, as a base. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm using this as a base and also as a primer. So I'm not gonna set this. You will notice I'm not gonna put a translucent powder on it before I do my shadow. The reason why is because I want the intensity from my eyeshadow. Girl, that was so country. Eyeshadow. My eyeshadow to be more prominent and more vibrant. Now, I am doing a neutral eye tonight with a liquid liner, and then I'm going to use a double liquid liner on top. So this is going to be something to show you how to do quick eye makeup for when you're going out or you just don't have time to mess with your makeup for real and you want to look like you've done a lot without doing a lot, okay? So now I have all of this on here. I'm going to take a little bit on my finger to press because I want to make sure that this is flat. Perfect. So you just see how it cleans it up, defines it even more. Plus, you're getting a blank slate to work on here. The other part about this is I had all the glue on. This is going to help cover it even more for my eyebrow color that I covered. All right. So we got that on. Now I'm going to put on my blush, my cheek, my everything. Highlight, all that jazz. All right, so where is my other eye shade? Listen to me. My contour shade. So we got this one for blush, we got this one for bronzer, and we got this one for contour. All right, so I don't use bronzer. I don't know why I said that. So I actually use a burgundy shade to get me my cheek contour. It's just a preference that I have now. So I use something like this shade right here for my bronzer. So go here to the corner of the ear in. And I'm touch, pull, touch, pull. Do not load the brush, meaning do not put it in and swirl it around and put a ton of product on. Take your time. You can add more, but you can't take it off. So don't fight your makeup. because this is why I said do most of your work with your your creams. Okay, so now I'm going to take some. I'm going to go from the corner of my ear to my chin, straight down. I'm touch, pull, touch, pull. The reason why I'm saying touch, pull, when you grind and you do the windshield wiper on the skin, especially for the cheek area, you're shearing the foundation down. So then you're going to end up taking off the coverage that you just literally sat there and worked for. Make sure you go behind your ears, because again, I've said this before, you're seeing you from straight on, but from the side is what everybody else is seeing. So you don't want to have a super harsh cheek from the side. Okay, now, so my name is Justice. Oh, you're looking at somebody else. Never mind. So if you're just joining, my name is Justice Taylor. I recently relocated to Houston, Texas. I have been a little bit all over the South. So I lived in Alabama originally, then Birmingham. So I was in Gadsden, Alabama, then Birmingham, then Atlanta for 9 years. And then I was in the Gulf Coast, so Mississippi, Louisiana, some of Florida. And then I recently relocated to Houston, Texas. It's all been for work. It's been promotions, things like that. So it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun and very easy transitions because of enjoying what I do. Thank you, Biker Chick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Guys, we're at 97.7. Keep going. Keep tapping the screen to get them likes, girl. I ain't even got anyone, like my whole face on it. We're almost at 100,000. Dang, y'all are showing out tonight, girl. Showing out. All right, so blush. So I'm taking a blush brush, which this looks like a contour brush because that's what it is, but I use it for blush. The tighter the bristles, which means that it's dense, the more coverage you're going to get. So for me, I am a blush person. I love blush. I want to have all the blush in the world on. Notice I haven't highlighted underneath my eye yet. I'm going to show you why, okay? So when you're doing your blush, you get that pink shade. Sometimes we don't want it to be super bright of a pink shade. So what we do is we put it on first, and then you use your other shade to highlight it to brighten it up even more. Thank you, guys. Thank you, thank you. Ah, we're at 103.9. Ah, 104. Dang, y'all are like showing out in here, girl. Honey, we have 507 people watching right now. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are awesome. All right, so we got blush on. So we did the burgundy first, then we did the blush overlapping. Now I'm gonna do my contour. So with the contour shade, I'm gonna do a little bit more natural for this evening. So I am going to use this shade right here. Okay, usually when I do my contour, I do this shade right here. Okay, I'm not gonna go that deep. So go in from your earlobe down and then pull, 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 pull. Touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. I'm wanting to carve out my cheek back here. Carve it out. This is gonna give you more defined shape. The definition is key. It's all about building up the color. Don't get stuck with a hard cheek because it's hard to blend it out. So doing a little bit at a time and going in and adding more is gonna help. So now I'm touching it again and I'm gonna go from my earlobe to my jaw, or to my chin, sorry. Earlobe to chin, earlobe to chin. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate y'all so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, so then make sure, don't forget, go behind the ear. Touch, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. The reason why you always want to go behind the ear is you don't want to stand here like this and see gorgeous blend, and then behind the ear is blank, okay? So a tiny little bit. You can always go back and add more. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tamara's like, I got this, watch this. Now I'm going to take the excess. I'm doing touch, pull, touch, pull. So when I say touch, pull, touch, then pull. You want to make sure that you're getting the ombre on its own. Do not fight your makeup. It will work for you, I promise. I promise, I promise. As a reminder, your hairline is here all the way down. Not mine, because mine is receding. However, you just keep pulling, pulling, pulling. So let's get this nose contour on. So this is, here we go. I use this shade right here as my nose contour. Remember, when you're doing your nose contour, please take the time, if you're new with doing it, to get your shape how you want it to be, because the last thing you want to do is mess it up, because what happens is the more layers you put on, when you take a picture, you're gonna see the difference in all of that. You're gonna see the difference in the shape. You're gonna see it because it's gonna refract, and some of it's gonna have more color than the other. Ooh, yes, and then pull down, pull, touch, pull, touch, pull. You wanna make sure you're blending all of your stuff down to make sure that you're creating the contour. Don't get crazy. Make sure my nose isn't bent right here because it looked like it a little bit. Okay, there's that. Now, let's add highlight. So this is gonna be a powder that is white. So the point of this is to give me even more here, brightening, but I will not put this on again. This is all I'm putting on right now for this. I want you to see the difference. Girl, the difference. All right, let's put it on this side. And I'm using a sponge, or not a sponge, but a puff to put it on with. I do not like the applicator that came with it. I'm sorry that I can't talk about products as far as like the name of them or what they are, because it'd be a conflict of interest, but just know it is a white powder. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to know. And then I'm gonna take the white powder also and put it down the bridge of my nose. So with this, be very careful when you're putting it on, because you don't, like I said, don't put it on and end up going everywhere, because then you're gonna be fighting it when you could have just taken a little bit more time to put it on to get the look that you're wanting. And a little bit in the forehead area. Don't go too crazy. You don't want to add a ton of shimmer to the forehead. So this is not a white shimmer. There is no luminizer at all in this. You want to stay with a matte shade, okay? So when you're doing matte shades, the matte shade is going to show up in photos better. When you use anything with a shimmer or a sheen, it is actually going to refract off of the flash, and then it's going to make you look washed out. It's going to look crazy as hell. So what you do is you use your matte shades, and then you add your luminizers and things like that to targeted areas. So I'm going to go back in with my blush, because as you see, I don't have a whole lot on because I highlighted. It's all about going back and forth, adding some, taking some away, add some, take some away. Don't go in heavy-handed the first time you do it, because then you're gonna be bitter that you're stuck with it that way. Okay, so we've got her on. Take my finger here. I'm not too worried about this because I'm gonna show you a trick later on of how to add a luminizer underneath the eye to make it look even brighter and smoother, and then it's gonna transition into your blush. So, a little trick for you is to take your burgundy brush, take some off because you don't want it to be loaded, and take a translucent powder, sharpen your cheek, from the corner of your mouth to here. Now, this is my trick, this is what I like to do, but this is what makes me look so airbrushed. Is I will take my brush that has the burgundy on it with no, like I took residue off, and I'm buffing over that highlight I just placed. So look at it, how it looks gradient. It looks like it's melting into the next shade. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Woo, yes, ma'am. Woo, girl. Add a little bit more warmth to here. All right, let's get to this eyeshadow, girl. Let's get to this eyeshadow. So like I said, I want to do more of a liner focus. I'm going to do double liner tonight. I'm going to do a black and I'm going to do gold. So it's going to be a very neutral eye. Sorry, my contacts was like angry at me for a minute. Okay, let's bring this in. Okay, so we got her. We take this one and this one, and then I want to go into this shade first. And then if you have hooded eyes, tilt your head back, but do not lift your eyebrows. And you're gonna make a C shape. C as in cat. C as in cacti. C as in, can't you see that I am living my best life? Make a C, girl. Keep it up high on here. Okay. Head back and then place. So the good thing is, if you're just joining, I'm giving you a heads up that if you are a little bit late to the game of coming in, do not stress. I always download the video of my live from TikTok, which is what we're in now, and I place it on my YouTube so that you can go back and play and learn step by step of how to do makeup when it comes to application from me. I will tell you, there's already videos that are on there of some more dramatic looks and even more drag looks. And then last night was very natural, and the night before was very natural. The one from last night is going to be posted tomorrow at 9 a.m. So it is stunning. It's the one where I'm wearing the white hair from last night. Okay, so we're going to add her right there. Add a little bit of smokiness here. Ever so slightly. So my YouTube is linked in my bio, so you're more than welcome to go and add on there, subscribe, add, comment. So the more you comment, the more that it's going to get me noticed. And by getting me noticed, I'm saying that in the sense of whenever you go to look up something on YouTube, it only pulls whoever is the most has the most activity on it. So what ends up happening is if I don't have a ton of activity on my video, then they're not going to come up there as far as suggesting me to somebody else to look first. So the more interaction I have on my videos and on my profile, the further up I will go to be noticed. So that means when you're on there, comment on it, all that jazz, make it easy. Because yeah, we want to make sure that individuals get an opportunity to learn some more drag application. We're all very different. So now I'm taking a shade that is right here, very light, and I'm touching the edge. So as a reminder, I used a very tight bristled brush to apply the deeper shade. And now on here, I'm going on with a fluffy brush to go on the edges. Because I do not want it to be a very, very heavy application of this shade. Because I'm going to go right back in on the edge of that one and put more on it. Aw, thank you. Thank you, Janie. Thank you, Tamara. Thank you, guys. We're at 147.4. Ah! Y'all are doing awesome. Y'all are showing out tonight. When I tell you, y'all came in here to slay, not play. Ow. All right, so let me get another brush. And I want to do the edge of my shade here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to show you this now because I can use a brush from in here. Look what I bought today. Look it. So it is the sandworm for Beetlejuice. Thank you, Tamara. It is the sandworm for Beetlejuice. It is a Hot Topic exclusive. I am so pumped about this. I love Beetlejuice, by the way. Beetlejuice anything is my jam. And I didn't know it had brushes in it. So when I bought it, I was like, oh my gosh, it comes with brushes. And I've been needing some more brushes. And I know these are collectors, but I don't care. I'm going to use them. Come out, sandworm. All right, so we got her, we got here. Ah, how stinking cute. Oh, I love these. All right, so I needed a brush to use. I'm going to use this one to... All right, perfect. I was like, I need a lighter shade brush, but I don't know which one I want to do. So you said, so Sonia, one thing I'll tell you, when it comes to redness, if you have mild rosacea or redness, sometimes it can be blood pressure. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you. It could be blood pressure. Get that checked first. 2, if it's on the skin and you're just having irritation, sometimes it could be what you're actually using. The other thing is, so like using as far as like your skincare or your makeup. The other part is use something that is a redness soother. So if you're color correcting the skin, anything with a green undertone is going to help neutralize. And then of course your foundation will go over it where you can't see the green. However, skincare wise, a lot of places have things that have something in there to calm down redness and mild rosacea. So just double check and see what it is that's the problem first. Usually I say to go to a dermatologist to see what they say. Because it could just be as easy as, like, your skincare has too much fragrance in it. Like, it's, you know what I mean? Like, it's not, it doesn't have to be anything crazy. But it's all about trying it. You know what I mean? Thank you. It wasn't me? Is that what that is? Okay, so I have this one. Now let me take my blending shade again. And go right on the edge of this because I want to make sure that I'm blended to my liking. Thank you, thank you, thank you guys. Thank you for all of your tipping. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for being here and your support. You have no idea how important it is and how much I appreciate you being here. It means a lot. It really does mean a lot. We're all people. You're people. I'm just people. And with supporting each other, we can make a lot of things happen. So that's the same thing with me being on here and having you on here is so appreciated because it's going to make me even more visible on TikTok, meaning I'm going to help so many more people out on learning different makeup tips and learning just different things in general when it comes to makeup, okay? And that's what it's all about, is learning, right? So, I'm not going to use that shade. So, I'm going to take a white. Taking a white, and I'm going to go in here, and I'm going to whiten my eye. So you see how my eye looks so much bigger on this side now? Because of the white that I'm doing, I'm actually shaping my eye. You can do this with a white concealer and carve out the eye, but I don't want it to be so harsh this evening with all of that because like I said, I am doing something more along the looks of that I just got done filming and I'm getting in some PJs and relaxing. And then of course, after I'm gonna go onto Twitch for my second time on Twitch tonight. Or, well, hang on, let me rephrase that. My second time on Twitch ever will be tonight, and I'm going to be doing a live stream on there playing Dead by Daylight. So it's going to be something fun for me. I love playing video games. I'm not that great at them, but I play them. Okay, so we've got the bronze on here. Now I'm going to go back in. I'm going to add a little bit of deepening into the crease eye area with a brown. Let me see. What brush do I want to use? I use this one. We'll take that shade off. Okay. Get a little bit of deepening on here. Now let's buff this in. Buff, 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 buff. You do not have to take your black all the way over. Add it to the corner, and then you'll take the shade that you used first. So I used that like coppery shade, and I'm using that residue to buff it over to give me my shape. You can always go back in and add more of either shade if you want, or either color. A little bit goes a long way. Remember, you can add more. Come on, Aniana, you better get it. Honey, they all know I'm from Alabama, girl. They all are knowing it. They're knowing all my tea tonight. All my drama and tea. All of it. Okay. So as you can see, it's giving me even more drama, but it's not going super, super crazy. I'm going to take that darker shade one last time here into the socket area. All right, and then I'm gonna buff it ever so slightly here. I want to make sure it's not too blended because I want that definition to stay. So now, one last time on this white, just to give me even more lift here. See the difference? Perfect. Perfection, girl. Perfection. A little bit right here because it's bothering me. I'm like, yes, ma'am on these eyes, girl. Now let's add some double liner. I got one liner. Where's my other liner? So when I was moving, the movers ended up getting super shady and, there it is, knocking over all of my stuff, and I couldn't find anything, and I was really bitter because I was like, girl, you gotta mess up everything. Ugh, over it. From Houston, hey, I just moved here. Don't die, I need you here. Oh my gosh, we're at 163.7, guys. How big are we gonna go tonight? I'm so pumped about how supportive you guys have been. If you're like me, I didn't know how to like when I first started being on TikTok. To like a video is to tap the screen. So just keep tapping, girl. Just keep tapping. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, it wasn't make. I'm just gonna say it wasn't me, girl. It wasn't me, because I don't know if I'm saying it right. No, I'm not a teacher for cosmetics or makeup. It's just being self-taught. Because back in my day, I sound so old saying that. Girl, I'm 34. So we didn't have YouTube to learn makeup. So the individuals now starting out doing makeup are so much more. Thank you, Biker Chick. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They are so lucky because they have so many more options to learn than we did. But God, could you imagine trying to watch a tutorial on dial-up? Girl, that would be hell. Ugh, girl, hell. Just hell. That would suck. Thank you for the butterflies. G.I. Jane, what's going on, my love? G.I. Jane has been in here before. I appreciate you coming back, my love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So I like to bring, because my eyes are hooded, I like to bring my liner out further. And then I like to bring it in here on the top to make it almost like a block or a point. Thank you, Sandy. Thank you, Mr. Martin. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, the ice cream too, girl. And lollipops. Miss Martin, thank you. You was falling asleep and relaxing? Trust. Now you're like, oh, now I gotta go put on some makeup. Let me go get some mug on. Justice is in here inspiring folks, girl. Go get out of bed and go put some makeup on. Thank you, Tamara. Ooh, she's sending the music, girl. She's sending the music. Oh, I love these things. Yes. All right. Aw, thank you, thank you, thank you. Let's dry this before we get to the next liner, because I'm doing 2 eyeliners tonight. 2 eyeliners this evening. What's Cut and Shoot, Texas, girl? How far is that from Houston? How far is that from Houston? You know what I want to go see, because I haven't had a chance to go there yet? I want to go to where Texas Chainsaw Massacre was filmed, that house. I want to go see that house. And I know it's out here. Okay. Am I going crazy? I straight up grabbed that damn concealer. I mean, not concealer. Eyeliner. And now I can't find the damn thing. Hello? Hello? What the hell? Did I eat it? Girl, it's a possibility. It is a possibility that I ate it. Okay, so I have this eyeliner, but where the hell is the other one? What did I do with it? Did I drop it? Girl, what the hell? What the hell? I'm losing my damn mind. I know I grabbed it. Did I put it in a cup holder? I got so much shit on my desk right now. I'm telling you what. I'm like, I have got to get some of this out of the way. I dropped it? Did I? Maybe. Ugh. I don't see it, though. Maybe it's in here. It is in here. Ah! I swear. This shit, I'm like sitting here looking and it's in the damn drawer. The struggle is real. All right, let's get this double liner on. So do your liner how you want your shape to be, and then what you'll do is you will add color liner on top, overlapping ever so slightly. Houston definitely has a lot of humidity. From Dallas, that's awesome. So with this liner, it's going to take more than one coat. So just bear with me. So I have auditioned for RuPaul's Drag Race twice. I'm like trying to say all my words together tonight. I don't know what's going on. So I have auditioned twice. The first time I auditioned, they watched my video. I think it was like 9 or 10 times or something like that. I can't remember. It's been so long on that one. However, this most recent time, they watched my video twice. So with that being said, if they watch it a lot of times, it means that you're a maybe and they can't make a decision of a yes or no on you. Thank you, Show Me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are so freaking awesome. Show Me is showing out. Yeah, you hear that twang coming through? Uh-huh. Like I said, don't stress about the eyeliner being perfect because I'm literally going to go back in with the black and perfect it even more. So don't stress about that part. I just want it to be bright. But I never got a call from RuPaul's Drag Race. which it is what it is. Here's the thing. You have to fit into a certain type of genre when it comes to the show. So either you're the plus size one, you're the loud one, you're the avant-garde one, you're, you know, there's always something you have to fit into. There's a certain role that they're wanting. Because it's TV, they have a method, they know it works for them because obviously RuPaul's been extremely successful. So, I mean, it's one of those things, it's like, you don't have to take it personally. I mean, it's all about money and ratings. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I love the butterflies, girl. It's my favorite. Thank you, G.I. Jane. Okay, so now we got her on. Let's dry this right quick. It was so funny. I was literally telling my friend, he was like, how is it like going on TikTok live? And I was like, it's great. I said, it's so funny because I see the same exact comments nonstop from the haters. And it's always like the unoriginal stuff that I'm just like, oh my gosh, you're hilarious. Uncle Fester, the egghead. Do you have cancer? How was chemo? Like, I get all that dumb shit. And he's like, really? And I'm like, oh, yes, honey. All the dumb shit. And he was like, oh my gosh, that's so bad. And I was like, not really. He's like, why aren't you offended? I was like, because I don't care. I'm like, say what you're going to say, girl. I'm like, you're so unoriginal and you're so adorable. You think you're cute, but you're not. But you know what? If that's what gets you through your night, then you do it, girl. You just do what you need to do with your life, girl. Because mine is good. And I am having a great time doing it. Nah, I mean. Anybody else feel that way? Unbothered? Thank you, Tamara. Oh my God, I love the fireworks. I'm like, yes! 4th of July is my favorite. You know why? Does anybody know why I love the 4th of July? I love the 4th of July because it makes me want a hot dog real bad. Oh. So, you said for Asian eyes. So here's the thing. So it just depends on the shape of your eye, on what kind of liner you're going to do. Just learn your eye shape and what works best for you, because just because I do something doesn't mean that it's going to look great on you. And because you look amazing in something doesn't mean it's going to look great on me. Bottom liner, you need to do underneath the eyelid, underneath the lash line. If you're going to do it, because it'll make the eye look bigger. Look enlarged, girl. Get this gold liner on, girl. But don't let people tell you what looks good and what doesn't look good. I mean, if you love what you look like in it, then wear it. That's like when people say, oh, I can't wear anything with shimmer or sheen because I'm too mature. And I'm like, well, who said that? They're like, oh, the whatever magazine. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, how often are you walking on the red carpet? And they're like, well, what do you mean? I'm like, I don't mean to sound hateful when I say this, but girl, these people that are telling you what you should and shouldn't wear are never going to meet you and they're never going to see you in it. So do what makes you happy. Like, and I personally don't mind shimmers and sheens on people because a lot of companies have started making their shimmers and their sheens look more of a hydrated sheen on the lid versus glitter. Which is good, because the whole point is to make the eyelid look hydrated. I literally, like, I told my friend one time, I was like, girl, I feel like I could do my entire face with liquid liner. I'm just saying. Like, all of my makeup is liquid liner. No. Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am, Pam. So we have her. Now we're gonna add a little bit of smokiness underneath the eye, but I'm gonna use a brown, because what I'm wanting to do is I want to create a little bit more definition underneath the eye without going too crazy and too harsh. No, I've never heard that. And then blend it down. The excess is going to go down, because what we're going to do is we're going to use the luminizer to soften it back up. Now when you do this type of eye, you can put you can do mascara and lash and all that kind of stuff, or you can just leave it like this and just build it up on the top. I haven't decided what I'm gonna do yet. I'm like on the fence. I'm like, do I wanna go here? Do I wanna do that? Okay, now darken the brow ever so slightly with a powder. Okay. So you do all that work with your creams, you don't have to fight with it later when it comes to your shadow. So I'm gonna take a little bit of luminizer on my eyebrow. So I wanna show you this trick. So I'm taking a gold, and you get an ombre immediately. That's why I said don't worry about how much you're doing right here, because this will take care of it for you. You see what I mean? Don't fight it. Let it do the work on its own. You ain't got to get creative. You don't have to get creative. So we have here. Now let's see. I'm going to darken my crease a little bit more. I have some residue of black right here. So I'm going to darken her and wing it out just a little bit. Okay, so press, so you're stippling the shade into place, and then I'm staying on top of the gold. On top of the gold. And you can take it even further and whip it all the way out if you want to. I love how I said I'm doing a natural eye tonight. This is all y'all's fault. You did this to me. You did this to me. You made me live for my mug so much that now I'm adding. Oh my gosh, we're 197, guys. Keep tapping the screen. Keep tapping the screen, guys. Like. Ah, we're so close to 200,000. Y'all are showing out. Aw, thank you. Oh, Mark, thank you. Honey, this is natural. What are you talking about? This is going to Kroger. This is a Kroger mug. Honey. Hello, Trust. All right, I'm going to take my blush shade again. Higher here. Okay. Now then, we're going to do lash and lip. Tonight for lips, I'm going to do very neutral, and it's actually neutral, and I'm not going to go straight up red. Okay. We have her. Now let's get the, cannot lose this brush because I'm going to be real sad if I do. Let me get my favorite luminizer from Christian Dior. I work for Christian Dior, by the way. I knew it was going to come out. Damn. So you take a tiny bit here, and you blend it into a V. And then fill the V in. So that's why I say get a little bit heavier. Thank you, Kira. This is why I say get a little bit heavier underneath when you're smudging it, because this is going to clean it up anyway. And then I bring it up onto the apples to make it look full. Center the nose to pinch that nose. See, I'm telling y'all all my little tips and tricks. Yes, I work for Christian Dior. Yep, that's why I cannot show products that is not Dior, because it's a conflict of interest. I know as much as you guys want to see it, I would love to show you, but my career with Dior, I've been with them for many years, is a lot more important to me than showing products from another brand. So that's why I don't do it. And then I'm taking the excess from that luminizer and I'm touch pull to give you that ombre. See what I mean? Now I'm not gonna redip my contour shade. I'm just gonna touch pull it into this area ever so slightly just to get even more definition. Perfect. Let's set our face. I'm gonna do lash, lip, and then we're done. Everything else good. I put a ton of setting spray on because I want to rehydrate all the powder on my face. Yes, we're at 210, guys. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Y'all are doing awesome. All right. Now, we're going to keep it moving. We're going to do lash. So we'll have lashes on. Gotta move some stuff around, girl. Move some stuff around. I feel like, there we go. I really need a bigger makeup station. I ordered a big makeup station thinking that that was going to be big enough. I was wrong. I was so wrong. All right. Yes, where'd you get those peepers, girl? Got all this stuff on here. All right, let's get some lashes on. We're gonna do these. I'm so excited about my little sandworm. I love it. I love the little sandworm. Okay. Let's get these lashes on, baby. Let's get these lashes on. I'm pretty quick with lashes, not gonna lie. pretty fast on putting on lashes. I usually wear a lot more lash than this, guys. I usually put on like 3 or 4 pairs stacked to put on. However, here lately, for a video, of course, I've been doing a lot less. There I go. Okay. So I have this on, then I'm gonna do mascara. I know a lot of you, if you do false lashes, you try and skip on the mascara. Do not skip on the mascara, I'm telling you right now. Mascara will be your saving grace if you didn't put your lash on exactly where you want it to be. I am now taking the corner of my eyelash and putting glue on the outside corner and then holding them up. This will give me a lift on my lash. So this will make sure that my eyelashes don't start drooping by the time I am ready to take them off. See how it gives it even more lift? Mm-hmm. Yes, ma'am. Woo. Y'all was not ready for this mug tonight, girl. You was not ready. Put this one right here. That there. That there. Let me open this mascara that a friend gave me for me to try. I'm sorry I can't tell you what the brand is. I'm so sorry. Sorry I can't tell you what the brand is. Let's add this one. And then my fabulous trick that I do with putting on mascara. Putting a spatula behind it. Thank you, biker chick. Okay, this is gonna sound weird, but I actually think this mascara is shit. Maybe for real lashes? I don't know, I don't like this one. I do not like that at all. So I'm gonna go to my Christian Dior one that I always use. Shit, I dropped it. Ugh. The struggle is real when you're plus size trying to bend over. Whew, okay, put the spatula behind it. Thank you, Rhino Life. I appreciate you so much. Yes, y'all are showing me that all the fabulousness is with me with these gorgeous butterflies. So this is a trick for you to not get shit all over your eye. Thank you, Jeffrey. What's up, Jeffrey Sanchez? Thank you, thank you, thank you, guys. So do you see the difference? Got a little thing right here. Damn, Tamara, you sending me the good witch, Glenda the good witch over here. That's what I feel like she's gonna come land at my house every time somebody sends me that one. Dip my brush one more time. Yes, Rhino Life, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are making it rain in here. Girl. Y'all were showing out. I may actually get me a cheeseburger tonight just because y'all gave me some money. That helps out with drag too, by the way, just so you know. Being plus size, you gotta stay plus size. You know what I mean? No. Y'all are like, shut up. Blue, it's great to see you too. Thank you, Jeffrey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, yes, ma'am, on these lashes, girl. Get a little bit more right here because it's bugging me. I got a little spot right here. Either she's gonna move or I'm gonna cover her up. All right, now let's add some of this Bottom lash, nothing too crazy. So when you put, so here's the thing, when you wear false eyelashes, you can have them just the way that they are. But for me, I personally want more drama on them, so I add more mascara, or I add mascara to them. Because for me, it's kind of like when you're, when you put a false lash on and you're like, okay, I want it to look like I have just a ton of mascara on versus a false eyelash. That's the trick of doing it. There we go. I wanted to spider web this out a little bit more. There we go. Yes! Ultimate Karen, what's going on? I like the length of these too. You know, the thing about lashes, you can either go too big or too small. The thing is, when they're too small, you can add more mascara, or you can add mascara to them to get the volume that you want. But the problem is, when they're too long, is that they'll end up being in your eyebrows the entire time. And that ain't cute. It's like when you have a gnat flying in front of your face the entire time you're eating at a nice restaurant and you just can't believe that they let gnats in and haven't done anything about it. Same. It's the same thing, girl. It wears me out. Oh, no. I have these Boss earrings that I wore last night. Damn it, get out of the way. Look at these. Boss. Yes. Okay. I'm just trying to move shit because I'm trying to have some space. I need to find a lip, or I need to find my lip liner that I want to use. And then I already have a new lip gloss that I want to put on top. It's so funny that that gold liner that I put on, and I was like, oh my gosh, I lost it, blah, 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 wah. It's hilarious because I have another one up here. Thank you, Biker Chick. Thank you, Rhino. I'm like, you know what the funny thing is my earrings have been very selective here lately. I've been wearing things that I've been like buying from like normal stores, which is very strange because I never do that. What? I had to move some stuff around and now I can't find my lip liners. I think they're in these damn, oh God, they're down here on the bottom. Shit. Excuse me, honey. Okay. Whew. Let's find a lip liner, girl. Maybe this one's good. Perfect. All right. You said no hate. Honey, I use a little bit of everything. Some things are designer, some things are not. I really don't care as long as the shit works, you know what I mean? As long as it works. If it doesn't work, I'm not gonna use it. I don't care how much it costs. Okay, can this thing tell me why I feel like I'm scraping my lip off trying to put this shit on? Oh, that was not cute. Maybe if I sharpen the damn thing. Watch, it's gonna be like a regular writing pencil and I'm just gonna put it in the wrong damn spot. Thank you, Michelle. Oh, she is rough. Ooh. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you for the roses. Guys, we're at 225.7. Once I get this hair on, we're going to get aggressive. I want to see you guys get me to at least 300,000 likes tonight, girl. Because I want to take a screenshot of it. Because for some reason, it doesn't show up after the live. It's crazy. Get a liner and warm it up. Girl, it's not eyeliner. Eyeliner, that's a trick back in the day, girl. Thank you, Melody. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you, G.I. Jane. I appreciate y'all so much. Girl. Oh, shit, Tamara. Girl, you have me in the disco. Thank you, Yvette. Okay. Oh, shit. I'll be like, it's hard enough to have big lips. It's hard to overdraw them when this liner won't go on. Oh, shit. Girl. This damn liner, girl. Oh. I never do nude lips. Thank you, NYC. Honey, my lips are silicone. I've had these things done for a minute, girl. Thank you, NYC. I am loving the roses. I'm obsessed with these damn animated things on here when people tip. It is like my obsession. Like, I am like all about, girl, it usually doesn't take me this long to do my damn lips. I literally just had to scrape this shit into place. That's all I'm saying. I'm like, damn, what is your problem? Ugh. Ugh, shit. This damn applicator is weird as hell. Aw, thank you, Cindy. Yes, Michelle. Shout out to New Mexico. I appreciate your support, ladies and gentlemen, and all between until we figure out what we want to be or who we truly are. We are to our truest selves. It takes time for us to figure out who we actually are. But you know what? As long as you recognize that you aren't who that is, and you start that journey, it's your journey. However long it takes to get there is all up to you. From Idaho, awesome. I tell them, girls, start the journey. Doesn't matter how long it takes to get there. Just go. Ooh, these lips. Ooh, these lips. Ooh. All right, so I told you tonight is going to be a night that I want to just relax and feel like I'm at a slumber party with you guys. So thank you, Michelle. So I am not wearing hair tonight. I will be comfortable. I just got done filming a gorgeous movie. And I am going to be in here living my fabulous, fabulous life with all of you. Yes, queen. am in jammies. I bought some new jammies today. So I'm excited to show you my new jammies. How the hell do I open this? Oh, here we go. She just got done filming a movie. She is here just speaking with her fabulous friends. Oh, yes, ma'am. Let's add all this extra. Oh, yes, let's add the extra, girl. Ooh. All right, let's see, girl. Let's get these jammies on. But of course, it's gotta have pockets. Oh, yes, ma'am. She is here in her jammies, girl. Mm-hmm. Pockets are a must, girl. Pockets are a must. Thank you, thank you. Oh my gosh. Is that a beaver in a helicopter? I mean, an airplane? Yes. Let me scoot up a little bit closer so I can see better of what we're talking about. Yes, honey. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Yes, girl. Usually I put on a wig and everything else. And I'm like, you know what? I want to finish and act like we just got done filming a movie. Ow. There we go. I'm getting stuck, bitch. Panties are showing. At least I'm wearing panties is all I gotta say. Yes. Mm-hmm. What do we think, guys? Mm-hmm. Ooh. Ooh, cha. Do you want to see what else I picked up today? Okay. I'm pumped about this. Let me cut the tag off, though, because that's not cute. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right. I want you to see this super cute bag. I saw it and it reminded me of me. So, here it is. It's my lips, girl. It is my lips. It is literally the cutest see-through purse I think I have ever seen in my life. It is so adorable. And it's my lips. I told the lady, I said, I'm going to have to charge you. She goes, excuse me, for what? And I said, I didn't give you permission to use my lips. It comes with this super cute bag. It has a crossbody chain. I don't think this fits in here, though. I think that's why she just put it inside. But I was like, no, ma'am. But yeah. But here, in case you just joined and you have no idea what's going on, my name is Justice Taylor. I am a drag queen. I have been doing drag for 13 years. I'm an entertainer, but most of all, I am a teacher. I like to teach individuals how to be more comfortable and confident on applying makeup. Thank you, Biker Chick. I recently relocated to Houston, Texas, where I am super excited to continue my journey as a performer, but not only as a performer professional, but a professional with my career also. I come on TikTok Live for me to be able to showcase not only my talent, but to show you how to do exactly what I do at home. It's a way for you to try things in the comfort of your own home without having any issues. Because guess what? It's makeup. Who cares? The other part I like to show is not only the application of makeup, but I like to show that you can be positive and excited and have great days yourself. Because guess what? You choose your great day. It starts with your mindset every single morning. And all these negative people that have been in here don't faze me. And guess what? If they were standing in front of me saying something, it wouldn't faze me then either. Because guess what? Who cares? Who cares? It's on them, not on me. So when it comes down to it, I'm going to enjoy my day. I'm going to have a great time because whenever I go home, guess who has to pay my bills? I do. So I'm going to enjoy my day every single day, and I want you to know that you enjoy your day every single day because guess what? You deserve to have amazing days. It is your right to have amazing days. It is your right to be successful. And guess what? It starts with you going after it. No one else can want it for you. Aw, thank you, guys. We're at 271.6. Dang, y'all are showing out. So I got this today. It is literally a muumuu. It's a nightgown. But everybody was like, oh, look at that muumuu girl. And I was like, honey, trust. I'm gonna show some girls too. Hang on. Let's do this. Let's get a little bit more push here. There we go. Ooh. Honey, she is voluptuous. Voluptuous, girl. Voluptuous body, yaddy, yaddy. Ooh. Child, I am living. Living for this jewelry, too. It's the first time I've worn it. I just got it. I was like, usually I don't wear necklaces. I just like all of this to show, girl. Honey, you don't have to wish to have my confidence. You can have it. It starts with you looking in the mirror every morning and telling yourself what you need to hear. I used to look at myself in the mirror and say, you are amazing. People love you. You are talented. They appreciate you. You're going to have an amazing day. And you just say those things over and over again. Because guess what? You will have those things. But for some reason, we've been taught to not know that automatically. So just create your own future. Thank you, Pink. Get ya. Honey, last night I had a corset on. She was snatched. So here's the thing. So if you like my makeup, I always post them either the day or 2 days after on YouTube. On YouTube. So you can go to my bio on TikTok. My link for YouTube is on there. And subscribe. But most of all, after subscribing, comment. Tell me what you loved about the video. Tell me what you learned from the video. Even if you don't want to type all that jazz in, just go put a heart. But it needs to be on my YouTube because what happens is it gives me more availability and more visibility for them to share me to other individuals. So the more you do, the better. So I'm like, girl, yes. Just go on there, subscribe, comment, share, all that jazz. Because what happens with YouTube is until you have a big following, you are pretty much invisible. So I feel that the makeup that I do and the knowledge I like to spread should be put with a ton of individuals because they deserve to be able to have this good message with them as well. But not only that, but be equipped in their repertoire of knowledge of makeup application, girl. We're at 280.5. We're at 280.5. Is anybody have any questions? Is there anything that you wanted to know? Do we like the look? This is not a breastplate, by the way. This is me. Somebody asked that the other night. I'm like, no, honey. I'm just thick. I'm plump. Anything? Aw, thank you. Aw, thank you. You're beautiful, too. Aw, anytime. You're welcome for the tips, honey. Thank you. No, thank you all for the tips. And thank you for the likes. My lips actually are pumped with silicone, so they're illegal. I'm just very honest and upfront about everything. Because I do not ever want to put in false information. So my... sorry, my sinus are draining like crazy. My lips are silicone, so they have been done for about 7 years now. So they're permanent. They're not going anywhere. So I don't have to get them done again. And to be honest with you, I was very nervous to get them done because they're illegal. But once I've had them done, it was the best decision I've ever done. Like, I am obsessed with my lips. I've been doing makeup for about 13 years now. Yeah. Wasn't always good, but I've been doing it. When I first started, my eyeshadows literally consisted of black and red. That was about it. Sometimes I would add white. Blending, I didn't know what blending was. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I never do nude lips. Like, I feel naked. Like, I feel weird. Like, I kind of want to add a little highlight to the middle. There we go. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing the love. Brizzy, I appreciate you so much. That changed the lip, girl. That's what I needed. Ooh, yes. Ooh. So when you add a little bit of light in the middle of your lip, it actually makes the lip look bigger. Like I need it, but thank you, Pink. So yes, liquid silicone being injected into humans is illegal. So they have to sign a waiver. If you ever get liquid silicone, if you purchase it in the United States, you have to sign a waiver or a document from the FDA showing that you would not be using it for human injection. So the person that ended up doing my lips also did a little bit of my cheekbone. You can't really see it. This is contour. I mean, that's why it looks so big. But I will tell you that you can't do it. Because whenever you get it not long term, but if you get it and they put it in incorrectly, it could actually get into the bloodstream and it can kill you. So, thank you, Breezy. So when you're looking at it on here, the thing is the person that got arrested was arrested by the FDA, showing that they signed the document saying they would never use it for human injection, and the person was falsifying that they were a medical professional, which the person actually falsified to me that she was a medical professional. Had like documents in the rooms and everything else. Now, let's get real. I'm not stupid. I went to her house to get it done. I did it in a room like upstairs that was like 0 degrees. But I will tell you, she didn't bring out a giant jug and like fill it up. She didn't do any of that. Thank you, NYC. Thank you, thank you, thank you. She didn't do any of that. She ended up having syringes that she opened immediately, and it was already pre-filled. And it was opened from like the packaging that came in sealed already. So it's not like she had like the bullshit of like in the hotel room. Now, let's get real. Later on down the road, I ended up getting a little bit more of a fill on this corner because it just didn't stay. And she ended up doing it in a hotel room. But she was there doing the video hoes is what I call them. The video girls for your finger is tired. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Tamara, I appreciate you so much. We're at 288.5. Girl. Thank you, thank you. So yeah, so she ended up getting arrested later on because somebody she did work on ended up passing away. So she got arrested by the FDA, and then she actually just got convicted maybe like 4 months ago for the death. She ended up pleading guilty for the death of an individual. And that was her first time that has ever happened. But yeah, thank you, NYC. Yeah, you know what? It's the risk that you take, and that's like in the LGBTQ plus community. That is why insurance should cover a lot of things. And I know it sounds really stupid to say that insurance should cover lip filler and Botox and implants and things like that. Brazilian butt lifts. I know that it sounds weird to say that, but here's what you have to understand. There's a lot of individuals that are not born in the body they should be born into. And they want to be their true self. And so body modifications have to be done because being on hormones or being on testosterone is only going to go so far. Thank you, Rhino. Thank you, Michelle. So the thing that you have to understand is that you have to get some modifications to look the way you want to look, okay? And yes, I work for Christian Dior. So the thing you have to understand is, like, if you're a Brazilian butt lift, for instance, okay, so they're going to take fat out and then put it into your butt to make it bigger. Okay, so people will say, well, that's not a necessity. But here's the thing. If you have somebody that is transitioning to their true self as a female, and they have no hips and they have no ass, it's not fair. It's not fair to them. And the same thing when it comes to facial modifications. So women usually have more full features. So fuller cheekbone area, fuller lips, higher brow bone, all of that. Men don't have that. So myself having to paint it down. However, if you were to be transitioning, why would you want to have to glue your eyebrows on every day or shave them off and do all of that to that extent, when you could go and get the actual things that you need to make you live the way that you are meant to live? And that's what it's all about. That's why we do it. We're like, it's a big deal. Pinky, you are in Houston also? Well, that didn't work. That damn straw broke me. Let's flip it, girl. There we go. Yeah, I just moved to Houston. But yeah, so long story short, silicone is a cheap alternative to get the features enhanced, and they're permanent. Because lip filler is $500 every single time you get a syringe. And I will let you know, to get the size lips that I have, you would have to use, from the lip size that I had, about 3 syringes to get the size I had, maybe 2.5 if you're lucky. But the thing is they last for about maybe like 4 months, 5 months, 6 if you're lucky. That's a lot of money to have to spend for the rest of your life to look like your true self. So for myself, I use that as an enhancement. Shannon, thank you for coming in. Also from Gadsden, Alabama. I was there maybe like 6 months ago when my grandmother passed. I went there. It's changed a lot. Thank you. I will tell you, it's one of those things that just, listen to people of why they're doing something. A lot of times it's for the aesthetic. We get wrapped up in the LGBTQ plus community. And we think we do things differently. So when it comes to drag, it's the same way. It's like if you see a drag queen and you see me, they're like, why'd you get your lips done? And I'm like, well, it helps the aesthetic of the look that I'm doing. So when I am on stage, I don't want to have to overdraw my lips to my nose. And then when from the front, it looks great, but from the side, it looks like a melted crayon. Like, it's all about that. So I will tell you, a lot of us end up getting into it because of that. Like, we're in the community. Like, that's what we do. Thank you, Breezy. Thank you. Thank you, Pink. But you know what? It's all about the aesthetic. And I'll tell you, I love having my lips done. If I had the opportunity, I would get them a little bit bigger, so I don't have to overdraw my lips as much. I do overdraw my lips even though I have them done. So don't think just because you get a filler that you're finished and you're like, okay, I don't have to do it anymore. You're going to end up wanting them bigger because it's a statement. I mean, I love it. I would never go back. I mean, it's amazing. But you know what? Here's the thing. Not everybody has that opportunity. So, especially when it costs so much money. If they would actually make things, like even weight loss. At one point I wanted to do weight loss surgery and I called and they told me that my BMI wasn't enough. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, I'm clearly obese. Let's get real. But I still don't qualify for anything. A drag queen in Florida. That's awesome. Aww. Thank you, Libra. I appreciate you so much for staying. I know it's probably late. I don't know what time it is. We're at 296.8, guys. Hit it and we will be done. As soon as we hit 300,000, I'm going to hop off of here, do a couple of TikToks. So yeah, just keep hitting it. Hit the screen. Hit so we can get to 300,000. We're going to set a record. I'm going to take a screenshot on here of the 300,000 so that we can brag about it and show how amazing we are. This is the thing. We are amazing as a group. It takes more than one person to make a change in the world. And the same thing is that I am nothing without you. So without you on here supporting me, I'm literally just me sitting here in a throne, in a bedroom, looking at myself in a mirror. Oh, cool. Pinky, that's awesome. Thank you, G.I. Jane. Yes. 300,000. That was fast, girl. Y'all just ran that time. Look, as a reminder, if you want to see any of my makeup looks or you want tutorials, I post all of them on my YouTube, which is the link is in my bio. Please go to my TikTok page. Make sure that you are on here. Thank you for tapping the screen. I appreciate you so much. Your fingers are getting tired. I'm so sorry. Thank you again. I appreciate you so much. Look, guys, my name again is Justice Taylor. I am doing makeup, so make sure that you join for my TikTok lives. Go to my YouTube, which is the link is in my bio on TikTok. Subscribe. Make sure you're commenting and sharing so that we can get it out into the world for more people to have the opportunity to learn like you did tonight. This isn't the end. I promise I'll be on here again. This is something I love to do. My passion is teaching. So that is it. So my passion is making you comfortable and confident to be fantastic. Thank you all again for joining me. I'm not going to forget the screenshot. So thank you for the reminder though. Just as a reminder, you are important. You deserve to have an amazing day and you deserve to have an amazing future. It is your right to have both. And it starts with you, okay? It starts with your excitement, your positive thought process, and it starts with you opening your mouth and standing up for what makes you, you. Never apologize for who you are, okay? There's only one of you in this world, and that is why you're here, okay? I don't care what you have going on in your life. If you change one person's life or you change one person's mood, that is what you are here for, okay? You are going to be great in anything that you do, and being great doesn't mean that you are having all this money in the bank and it's all this other jazz. It is not what people are trying to normalize on TV, okay? Success comes in you being happy with yourself and loving every person that comes around you. And if the person doesn't love you that is around you, then you don't have to have them there. That is one thing you need to understand, is that you are in control of your own life and you're in control of who is in it. And if you don't like them being there, family or not, it doesn't matter. It is not their right to be there. It is a privilege. Let's just say that, okay? Thank you, Pink. Thank you, Ultimate Karen. I love you so much. Thank you, Breezy. Thank y'all all so much. Let's take a screenshot now so that we can get this together. All right, here we go, guys. Let's get it on here. All right, there we go. I love you so much. Have an amazing night. Don't forget to follow me. Thank you so much again for the tips. You have no idea how much you are valued and appreciated. I will see you next time. If you comment on anything that I have, whether it be TikTok, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whatever it may be, I will always interact back. Thank you so much. We're at 306.7. Mwah! Have an amazing night, okay, guys? Bye.